Hello everyone, welcome to Crypto Weeklies. My name is Josh. This channel is focused on crypto and stock related technical analysis, and none of the content on this channel is financial advice. It's just me providing my perspective on the crypto market. So today we are going to talk about Ethereum versus Bitcoin, the valuation, the current, like the trading pair, when to swap between Bitcoin and Ethereum, and the general trend of Ethereum versus Bitcoin valuation since Ethereum was launched, because Bitcoin is an older asset compared to Ethereum, and how it is kind of trending, uh, and what are the floor and what are the ceiling. So you can see on the chart, to the bottom right corner, the Ethereum versus Bitcoin valuation is 0.06. By that I mean, for each Ethereum you can own zero point zero 0.06 Bitcoin. So one Ethereum is equal to 0.06 Bitcoin. And on the screen you can also see a price chart of Ethereum versus Bitcoin, and the denominator is Bitcoin and the numerator is Ethereum. So this chart is tracking how Ethereum is kind of valued against Bitcoin, and you can see some of the uh, movements. This is a weekly chart, so some of the movements, starting from when Ethereum was launched, the price kind of uh, was elevated or pumped during the launch, but then slowly but sure and suddenly the price capitulated before the big bull run in the crypto market cycle, in the 2017, during the ICO or initial coin offering phase, where at one point Ethereum's valuation against Bitcoin was almost over one o- over 0.13. So as you might know that, on an average, the number of Ethereum tokens are at least 5x of Bitcoin. So for example, if there are if at a point when there were 15 million Bitcoin in circulations, there were at least 70, 80 million Ethereum in circulation. So that's why, even though the price of like the valuation of Ethereum against Bitcoin is less than one, that doesn't mean that Bitcoin is or Ethereum is valued only 0.06. The entire Ethereum network is valued at 0.06 compared to Bitcoin. It's just relative pricing of one ETH versus one BTC. So with that in mind, uh, let's just try to see what trend are uh, can we observe from this analysis. You can see at the top of the screen there is a box in red, pink and red, where this box, when the price of Ethereum kind of approaches this box, this means that Ethereum is overvalued, um, compared to Bitcoin, and historically, whenever it comes close to this range, the price of Ethereum capitulates uh, against Bitcoin. So it might be both are going up or both are going down in their USD valuation, but against each other, their valuation is forming this pattern that whenever Ethereum's price is around 0.08, that is kind of the ceiling, whereas uh, the floor, uh, considering the last um, market cycle, the bear market, during the bear market in September of 2019, uh, the floor was at 0.01, so that is almost 1.5, as in, like, um, for one Ethereum, uh, for one Bitcoin you can own almost 100 Ethereum, if it were have to have been come down to 0.001. So it came just down short of that range. So ever since Ethereum's price against Bitcoin hit this bottom, uh, the valuation of Ethereum is slowly climbing against this trend line in blue that you can see. This trend line has provided a good mm, support when the price of like the valuation of Ethereum against Bitcoin is kind of dumping or is in a bearish trend. This line has provided a support, uh, and during the bull run of 2021, as Ethereum, you might have uh, seen Ethereum outperformed Bitcoin, and that's why not only the USD value of Ethereum increased at a rapid pace from almost 80 to $100 to almost $4,800 in the last bull run. Uh, and it also the valuation of Ethereum against Bitcoin also rallied from almost uh, in January of 2021, it was at 0.02, so it did a 2x from its bottom up until here, uh, to 2.5x, and then it suddenly during its peak, it went to almost 0.89, so almost 4x from in the middle of a bull rally. So that is the um, bull the Ethereum's performance during the bullish phases. But as you can see from the past, during the bearish um, phase of the market, Ethereum dumps more than Bitcoin, com compared to how Bitcoin dumps to against US dollar. So that's why the the drop for Ethereum is more precipitous because both of the assets are falling. Like Bitcoin is also falling in its bear trend, and Ethereum also falls. But Ethereum not only falls against the US dollar but falls against the Bitcoin as well. So that is something that I wanted to bring to your notice. And as this trend line progresses, the price might the current valuation of Ethereum against Bitcoin might meet uh, might try to do a something similar to this. I wanted to show this, draw this uh, trend that either something like this, as I was saying, the price of uh, Ethereum might come down from this zero point zero 0.06 level to somewhere around the zero point zero 0.05 level, whereas the trend line progresses as because it's a progressing trend line, and at times sometime in future the price of Ethereum might be lower, uh, valuation of Ethereum might be lower than this trend line, and that would typify that although Ethereum is growing at a rapid pace against Bitcoin, it does have a boom or and burst phase or a bullish phase and a bearish phase, not only against US dollars but also against Bitcoin. So thank you for listening to this content today. I hope you have a very wonderful rest of your week, and please stay tuned for more updates by either subscribing to Crypto Weeklies or searching it in the YouTube search bar.